In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy BlockchainCrusader here from Debate Crypto. What is going on, everybody? Tonight, I'm riding solo. Unfortunately, I gotta be the face of the channel and bring you guys the bad news. Bitcoin's been crashing, and so has the altcoins. And man, has it been a crash. I mean, if you've been watching this channel long enough, just last week, we spoke about it on Saturday with Crypto Zombie and Crypto Face. We spoke about it on Thursday with CVO Crypto from Leading Crypto. Bitcoin could have gone to 32 and even possibly lower. And it has today. It broke through 32. It's dropped down to 30. It's been bouncing between 30 and 31 for all day long. And the altcoins have been feeling it. So what do we do now? What are the whales are doing? What are we doing? Obviously, nothing here is ever financial advice, but we do need a plan. And we've always spoken about this. Always have a game plan for things like this. Is it a fire sale or is it time to panic? That's what we're going to be going into tonight, guys. If you haven't been checking out Frankie Candles doing TA from 5:30 to 7:30 every day from BitBoy's channel. Guys, check out Frankie Candles. He's the man. If you've been paying attention, you'll be knowing what's happening in the crypto markets right now. So let's dive into this quick market overwatch to see what is going on in the crypto space as a whole, guys, as a whole here. So here we are. Oh man, down 10% the entire market. We're down to 1.4 trillion. Bitcoin's down almost 10% in 24 hours, down 20% on the week. Boy, oh boy, are the altcoins going to feel it. Ethereum, 2,200, my man, down almost 10% as well today. Also 20% in the 7 days. Even Tether's feeling it. Is down to 0.99. Even Tether's feeling it, guys. BNB down 14%. XRP down 12. Solana down 13. All the way down to $64. XRP down to 49. If you're an XRP believer, I would hope you're scooping this up. Obviously not financial advice. I hate XRP, but I don't think it's going to get much better than that unless we drop way lower. Cardano all the way down at 62 cents, down 15% today, down 20% on the week, down 39% on the month, guys. Cardano's been feeling it. But we've seen how far Cardano has come. It's gone all the way to $3. It's down to 62 cents. You guys do the math. You guys decide if that is a good move for you and if it has a solid future. A lot of people out there don't believe Cardano has a solid future. I believe Cardano does have a future. I might be scooping up some Cardano. You look at even Binance USD is feeling it, down 0.14, dropping down to the number 10. UST has also been feeling it. This is a stable coin, guys. This is a stable coin. It's down 12% today, down to 0.87. It's below 90 cents, guys. This is a stable coin. This needs to be as close to $1 as possible, and it's down 12%. We're going to definitely be covering why this is happening to UST and might be doing something with the Bitcoin reserves if you haven't been paying attention. Terra Luna, another one, 40% just today, guys. Just today, 40%. It's down to $38, down 55% this week, down 60. Oh my God, 60% on the month, guys. And obviously Avalanche down 15%, down to 43. Polkadot, oh my God, look at Polkadot at $10, guys. Down 17% today. I just got to look at these because this has been crazy how low these coins are. Polygon down under $1 at 83 cents. Crow down to 21, and I think they're going to keep on dropping after they slash their program. FTX, Chainlink under $10, guys. Chainlink under $10 at $8 right now, down 14%. It is crazy what is happening in these crypto markets right now. It is definitely a bloodbath, 100%. So I know a lot of people are feeling it. It hurts, right? If you weren't expecting it, if you weren't holding some cash on the side, if you don't have more money to dollar cost average down, you're feeling the pain and you're saying, man, these crypto markets are trash. Man, I'm out of here, right? But it's not too late for you guys. There's still lots to do in the crypto markets, even though the crypto markets could be going further down. If you don't have cash to dollar cost average, this is the time for you to learn, right? Because that was your first mistake, not having cash on the side to dollar cost average on the way down. You might be new. You might have just gotten into the market this year. You might have gotten into the market maybe late last year. And these are the times that you want to double down on these markets to educate yourself, guys. Education is what's going to help you succeed. It's never too late, right? We always tell you, you're still early, guys. You're still early. And why? Because you're still early to learn about the technology so that you can learn to make the correct investments into the correct assets for long-term future of what crypto is going to bring. So let's start diving into some of the news that's come out today on why this market is crashing the way it is. Right. So here we go, guys. Bear with me a quick second so I can pull this up. Nope, I don't want to pull that up yet. We do have some news of some whales and what the whales are doing. That's going to be at the end of the video, guys. So stay tuned for that one. It's a little juicy what they're doing. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you're not following, if you're not hitting the like button, come on, guys, smash the likes, share it with a friend, share it on Twitter, retweet it on Twitter. And if you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? You're missing out, guys. You're definitely missing out. Join the DCA, Danger Close Alpha Discord. The link is down below in the description of the video. Get in while you still can. It's going to be crazy, the level of utility that we're bringing to the NFT project, guys. So do not miss out. Now, back to where I was. We're going to go and start sharing some news here about why this market is crashing. And here we go. So, actually, not why the market is crashing, but what happened with the stablecoin, right? We mentioned Terra stablecoin is down below 90 cents. This is a stable coin, guys. Stable. Where is the stability if this thing is below 90 cents? You don't want, if you woke up tomorrow and they told you, hey, your dollar is worth 10 cents less, 12% less. That's a lot of inflation going on, right? That's a lot. You don't want to hear that. So what is going on with the stable coin? A lot of people I've been super bullish on this stable coin, but I'm not 100% surprised with what is happening here. So let's dive a little into it, guys. So in brief, the Luna Foundation Guard, which I'm pretty sure they came up with this name on purpose, LFG, if you know, you know, let's freaking go, deployed 1.5 billion in reserve assets to shore up the UST's peg, and that still was not enough. That means that they literally gave up $1.5 billion in Bitcoin to loan. They loaned it out, guys. They loaned it out to be able to make enough cash in quickly to be able to prop up the peg, and it's still not working. Nonetheless, the price of the stablecoin, which should be $1, continued to drop. The depegging comes amid a general market decline. So everyone knows Terra's UST is the third largest stablecoin by market cap, dropping to below 90 cents on Monday. Obviously, today is not good news. So let's keep going into here, right? Unlike the USDC or the USDC or Tether, UST is actually an algorithmic token. It's not just based by cash and other assets. So here it goes. It says, which are backed by cash and assets in the bank. UST stablecoin is designed to hold one-to-one with the US dollar via its algorithmic relationship with Terra's native asset, Luna. Minting Luna requires burning UST and vice versa. And the arbitrage opportunities are supposed to keep UST as close to $1 as possible. But when today's price started dropping, that didn't happen. And I wonder why. It's because people are not buying Luna, which then obviously requires UST burning. So the almost like an impermanent loss situation just occurred here. So when the price falls to say 99 cents, it did over the weekend, traders can swoop in, buy the discount, and then sell out $1 and pocket the difference. But no, not today. The Luna Foundation Guard, LFG, co-founder, Terra co-creator Do Kwon, I'm pretty sure I butchered that, wasn't so certain that would work given the larger crypto market meltdown that has been taking place over the last 5 days, which has seen the crypto market cap swing from 1.8 trillion to 1.4 trillion. So over the weekend, it decided to make use of a backstop strategy it's been pursuing over the past few months. As of May 3rd, LFG had stockpiled nearly $4 billion worth of Bitcoin, Avalanche, UST, and Luna for its reserves that it could fall back on in the case the algorithm stopped working. And it did. It definitely did. So it hasn't hit zero because they've had these reserves. So as the stablecoin price peg slipped to 0.98 this weekend, it voted to lend out 750 million in Bitcoin and 750 million in USD to proactively defend the stability of the USD peg and broader Terra economy, especially under volatility and uncertainty of macro conditions in the legacy markets. The whole point of maintaining a reserve for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies was for precisely this moment, but the solution has not made a difference, guys. Quan tweeted today a little before USD shed 6% off its price in a single hour, guys. It's down 12% today. It shed 6% in an hour. Deploying more capital, steady, lads. Yeah, that didn't work. Steady declines, yes. Stablecoin, not so much. So this has definitely been one of the things that has been troubling the crypto markets. Terra has obviously dropped 40%. They have to had cash out. They didn't cash out, but they loaned out a lot of their Bitcoin to be able to get money. That is obviously creating a lot of liquidations. So here we go down here. LFG, one of the biggest individual holders of Bitcoin, sprayed even more onto the open market, contributing to over 250 million in liquidations over the last 12 hours as the price dropped too low for leverage traders to cover their bets. So this has definitely caused an issue with Bitcoin's price, and Bitcoin's price did not help the Terra Luna economy when it needed to in this moment. It's just very volatile, massive drop. They could not prop up the peg of 1-to-1. So obviously these algorithmic tokens are still very, very, what's the word? Experimental, I would say, very experimental. And in a moment like this, it's not really working. So, hey, shout out to Frankie Candles. I see you in the chat, man. And everybody else here. I appreciate you guys taking out a day, your Monday afternoon to come check us out here at Debate Crypto. So if you're not smashing the likes, please smash the likes. Hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Quick fact, about almost 40 something, almost 50% of the viewers of this channel are not subscribed. So if you're lurking in the shadows, please come on out. Come on in. Join the DCA fam here and smash that subscribe button, guys. So let's move on. Let us move on here, guys. In the meantime, that we're moving on, make sure you join the Discord. DCA, Danger Close Alpha, baby. Don't miss out. Join the Discord. So let's move on. Let's actually jump into the charts real quick. I just want to show you guys. So where could we be headed, right? 32K was a support line right here. We smashed right through that on the daily. Just smashed right through it like there's no tomorrow. So next big support line is 26,000. It might not be 26,900, but give or take a little bit. About 26,000 is the next big pivotal support for this quarter, guys. Could we head down there? The answer is very possible. We're at 32. We're at 30,300 right now. We could, I mean, I'm not saying we're going there today. I'm not saying we're going there tomorrow. Obviously, the RSI, as you can see here, is extremely oversold. The stochastic, also the same. It is definitely not looking good, though. It is definitely not looking good. We might find some support here. We might bounce back up maybe into the 32K range. We might even range here for quite a bit of time, right? Maybe a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. Or maybe we can just keep on moving down. We don't know. I'm not a TA expert. I just want to let you guys know that the next big support is 26,000. We might have a bounce before then. I hope we do. But if we don't, and you have been waiting for this moment like we've been talking about for months on this channel, this would be a great opportunity to start loading up. Right? We could break below 26. 26 is not the end all be all, right? But like I said, not financial advice. Just if you're dollar cost averaging, if you're in the mentality of dollar cost averaging for the long term, this is what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm going to be scooping up as much as I possibly can at these lower prices. And if we keep going lower, I'm going to keep buying up more. That's just me. That's how Nick and I think, and that's what we're going to be doing. This is obviously not financial advice. Like I said, not financial advice. So let's move on to the next piece of article here of what is going on. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you're bullish. Drop a 1 if you're dollar cost averaging and you think we're going to start bouncing back up. Drop a 2 if you're still dollar cost averaging, but you think we're going to keep going lower. And drop a 3 if you're like, hell no, I'm not touching anything right now. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. So drop a 1, drop a 2, drop a 3. Let me know your reason, guys. In the meantime, let's jump into what is El Salvador doing right now. El Salvador is betting on Bitcoin. El Salvador has bet its entire nation's life on Bitcoin. They are fighting off the IMF. They are literally betting on Bitcoin. But what are they doing right now in times like this, guys? In times like this, what are they doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. They bought the dip, baby. $15 million in the latest Bitcoin dip. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Every big whale or person that or institution or government or whatever that is into Bitcoin is always going to want to buy the dip. They're not going to miss out. They're in it for the long term. They got tons of cash reserves. So yes, they bought $15.3 million in Bitcoin, another 500 Bitcoin to add up to their 2,300, around $72.5 million in Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if MicroStrategy comes out and says they're buying a little bit more Bitcoin. Even if it goes lower, they might be buying a little bit more Bitcoin just to bring down that, DCA, bring down that average. I think they won't have margin call issues until about 19. So they could be scooping up some more as it goes lower. Who knows, guys? We've been talking about a situation where the price of Bitcoin, the economy could have dropped a lot lower. We could be heading into a recession right now. Things are being the interest rates are being tightened up. We don't know, but we've always told you to be prepared. Be prepared. Always have a game plan. If things do go lower, what is your game plan? Are you taking profits? Are you dollar cost averaging? Are you going to write it out? Do you have a long-term vision? Do you have a short-term vision? Obviously, El Salvador has a long-term vision, and they are going to continue buying up as much Bitcoin as they can to load up their bags. But now, here comes the meat and potatoes, guys. Here comes, what are institutions and whales doing? That is the million-dollar question, right? A lot of people like to guide themselves, swim with the whales. They like to follow the money. So everybody wants to know, what are these authority figures telling us we should be doing? Let's go look at that, guys. And before we jump into that, I want to see. Thank you for the super chat, Crypto Billy. It's hard for me to keep up with the chat and manage all these things. Usually, a lot of twos. So you're still dollar cost averaging, but you think it's gonna go lower. I got a few ones here, got a few threes, saying, "No way, am I touching this? No way, Jose." So that's good. That's a good feel out of the market. Let's jump in here to the last article of the night. What are institutions and whales doing right now? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Institutions. Bitcoin is tanking. Surprise, surprise. If you haven't figured that out throughout this whole entire stream, I don't think you've been paying attention. Here's what institutions and whales are doing. As the price of Bitcoin heads to 30,000, big players are finding opportunities according to the data from CoinShares and Glassnode. Interesting. Very interesting, guys. Should we be panic selling? I don't think these guys are panic selling. So here it is. The market cap has dropped to 1.4 trillion. We've covered that. Bitcoin's price, 30,000. We've also covered that. But the analysts at CoinShares and Glassnode have spotted an interesting mix of investor activity. And what is that, guys? I'm pretty sure they're going to be buying the dip, but I don't know. Let's read the article, right? Because I just picked these articles without ever reading them. Just kidding. I do read them ahead of time. There's evidence that investors are using price turbulence last week to move more assets into Bitcoin and Ethereum and exchange-traded products that are based on other cryptocurrencies. It's worth noting that unlike retail investors, which are probably panic selling, wealthy investors with large holdings known as whales and institutions tend to have enough financial padding to weather the storm. So that is very true. Whales have long-term visions, and they also have lots of cash on the side. So when things drop, they can bring their average down. A big mistake, and one of the biggest mistakes that happens in the crypto space with dollar cost, with people that dollar cost average, with DCAers, right? DCAers, is they don't know how to do it right. It's a very simple thing. It goes down, you buy. It goes down, you buy some more. It goes down again, you buy a little bit more. But it's actually more complicated than that, because, in simple terms, if you buy too much on the first dip, you might not have a lot for the second dip. And if you buy the rest of your cash on the second dip, you might not have any more cash for the third dip. And if you've spent all your money on before the third dip, you're definitely not going to have any cash left over for the fourth, fifth, and sixth dip. And that is what happens. You need to strategically dollar cost average, whether it's by percentages, by whatever you feel comfortable. I like to dollar cost average small amounts over long periods of time. As the market starts dipping, I start to double up or triple up that average of mine, that normal number that I'm using. And I'm not going to give you a number because I don't want that to get stuck in your heads and said, hey, Blockchain Crusader does this. He told me to do it, because I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you what I do. I like using a certain number that I feel comfortable with. If the market dips, when the market is not dipping, I'm using that number. When the market dips, I like to double it up. If the market continues to dip, I would double up a little bit more and more and more. So what I'm trying to say is I DCA with a very small number, and as the dip grows or continues to happen, I grow that number with it. At the end of the day, all those numbers are numbers that are based on what I feel comfortable investing, and I know that I have enough cash on the side to always continuously buy the dip without running out of reserves. That is the key. Do not dollar cost average if you're going to run out of reserves in the first two dips. That means you're not DCAing the right way. But let's get back into what the whales are doing here, guys. Let's get back over to it. So, over the past week, crypto investors' products saw net inflows totaling 40 million, and Bitcoin saw a net inflow of 45 million, according to CoinShares report, a sign that investors are taking advantage of the market to get into exchange-traded products at reduced rates. But what are these things, right? CoinShares report tracks exchange-traded crypto products. What are these? The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, which is passively invested in Bitcoin and mirrors its price movement. Case in point, on Monday afternoon, GBTC shares were down 19% over the past 5 days compared to Bitcoin's 23% drop. Interestingly, we have not seen the same spike in investment product activity as we typically have seen, historically during extreme price weakness. This is true, guys. We have had some of the most interesting dips in this market. They've all gone around 50 to 60%. And yet, sometimes, no matter how bullish fundamentals are for Bitcoin, and with the amount of attention on Bitcoin, we don't see the bounces that we think we'd be seeing, or the activity of buying that we think we should be seeing. And I believe it's because it's happening over the counter. I believe it's happening directly to the miners. I believe it's happening off exchanges so that these governments and institutions can continue to load up on Bitcoin while keeping Bitcoin's price low and uninteresting to people, to the average investors, retail investors, so they can load up their bags. Because the one difference between retails and institutional investors and whales is that institutions can pull the boat back. If the train leaves the station, they can say, hey, come on back it up, buddy, back it up, and they can load up the train again, make sure that they're in the front seat, and then they skyrocket off with the train. That is the one difference, guys. So they're trying to keep prices as low as possible. They are buying up as much as they can, no matter how much the negative sentiment is. Institutions, you think Kevin O'Leary is negative on Bitcoin? Kevin O'Leary literally said that Bitcoin was going to be a world reserve currency, that Bitcoin, that cryptocurrencies are about 20% of his portfolio. When he started off saying that Bitcoin was trash, then he said, okay, I'm only going to put 5%, 6%, 7%. He's up to 20%. And he's only going to be buying more. Institutions were surveyed that by 2026, they were going to be holding about close to 20% or so. I could be wrong on that specific number, but about that number in crypto. So we all know that crypto is going to become more adopted, more sought after, and there's only going to be less Bitcoin for everybody as every single day goes by. And these institutions, these mega investors, whales, whatever you want to call them, governments, they're buying the dip. Retailers usually probably panicking, selling, and losing their butt. So don't be a panic seller, guys. Obviously, not financial advice. If it makes sense for you to sell and take profits, take your profits. Also, not financial advice. You always got to do what lets you sleep at night, what makes you feel good, what you can walk away with and say, I'm okay with my choice. I'm okay selling at this price and never getting back in at a lower price. I'm okay selling and maybe never getting back in at all because crypto might not be for me. Or hey, maybe I should buy a little bit more. Maybe I should buy a lot more. Whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever makes you feel good. I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I know what Nick is doing. But either way, always do what you feel comfortable with because it's your portfolio and investing is risk management. So you need to manage your risk on your portfolio. Not I, not anybody else. Only you can decide what is good for your portfolio, guys. So this is why I urge all of you guys in times like this, whether you're dollar cost averaging or not, it is the time to double down on education. It is the time to continue to learn and learn more and quicker than ever so that you can get into a good position if you deem it so for yourself and your portfolio. This is the time, guys. So if you haven't smashed the like yet, come on, guys. What are you waiting for? Smash that like. I've been killing this stream tonight by myself. Smash the like, share it with a friend, join Danger Close Alpha if you want to get prepared, if you're trying to look out for what is in the future, not just in the crypto markets, but in general. If you know, right? Around the world here. Then smash up those likes, join the Discord, get prepared, and learn about our NFT project. Danger Close Alpha, baby, is where it's going to be. Get in while you can still fit in. And like always, guys, question everything, trust nothing. And until next time, HODL like it's hot. See you guys.